Here's the claim, and I'll back it with data before I ask you to believe a word of it. A lean AI stack can hand you back 20 hours a week. That's not a sales line. A McKinsey study on generative AI found that professionals adopting it claw back roughly 30 to 40% of the time they spend on repetitive work. Apply that to a normal solopreneur week, and 20 hours is exactly where you land. Solopreneurs running comprehensive AI automation report saving 15 to 20 hours a week on average. So the number is real. The question is how you actually get there. And that's what this is. Here's the problem most people run into, and it's the opposite of what you'd expect. It isn't that there aren't enough AI tools. It's that there are too many. Every week there's a new launch, a new must-have, a new thread telling you to buy another subscription. So people end up with 15 apps open in 15 tabs, paying for half of them, and using none of them well. That's not a stack. That's clutter with a monthly bill. The win isn't more tools. The win is fewer tools, each doing one job, working together. So here's the promise. 5 tools. That's the whole stack. Each one owns a clear role, each one earns its place, and I'll tell you exactly what it costs, including the India pricing. So there are no surprises. You can start most of this for free and add the paid pieces only as they pay for themselves. Let's go through them in order. Tool 1. Claude. This is my drafting and reasoning engine. Anything long-form, anything that needs careful thinking, goes here. Client proposals, project plans, the email you've been avoiding because it's awkward and 3 paragraphs too long. Here's exactly how I use it. I paste the messy context, the half-formed bullet points, the client's last reply, and I ask for a clear first draft. The result, a proposal that used to take 90 minutes is a tight draft in 10, and I'm editing instead of staring at a blank page. Claude Pro is $20 a month, about 1,650 rupees. That's the one paid tool I'd never skip. Tool 2. ChatGPT, running GPT 5.5, instant by default. This is the fast lane. Claude is where I go to think. ChatGPT is where I go to move. Quick answers, fast brainstorming, reword this, summarize that, give me 10 angles in 20 seconds. Here's the concrete use. When I'm in a flow and I just need momentum, subject lines, a quick outline, a name for something, I throw it at ChatGPT and keep going. It's optional as a paid plan. Plus is also around 1,650 rupees if you want the faster models, but the free tier covers most of the everyday work. Tool 3. Perplexity, on the free tier. This one replaces hours of Googling, and it's the upgrade people underrate the most. Instead of opening 10 tabs and stitching together half answers, you ask Perplexity a real question, and it gives you an answer with the sources cited right there. Here's exactly how it earns its spot. Client asks about a market, a competitor, a regulation. I ask Perplexity. I get a sourced summary. I click through to verify the 1 or 2 facts that matter. The result? Research that ate an afternoon now takes 15 minutes, and I can actually trust it because I can see where it came from. Free. That's the point. Tool 4. Gumloop. This is where the real hours come back, because this is automation. Gumloop is no code. You connect your apps and drop AI nodes between them to run the repetitive workflows you do every single week. Think invoicing, client onboarding, lead research. Here's the concrete use. A new lead comes in, and instead of me manually pulling their company info, drafting a welcome note, and creating their folder, Gumloop chains it. Research the lead, draft the email, file it. And it's done before I've finished my coffee. Pricing here is credit-based, so you pay for what you run. Start small, automate one workflow, and scale it once you see the time it saves. This is the tool that turns a few minutes saved into whole hours. Tool 5. Notion AI. This is the home base, where everything you make actually lives. Notes, docs, your knowledge base, meeting summaries, all of it in one searchable place with AI built in. Here's exactly how it closes the loop. After a call, I drop the messy notes into Notion and ask it to summarize and pull out the action items. The result? No more, where did I write that down? No more rereading a 40-minute transcript. It's a paid add-on on top of Notion, and it's the cheapest insurance against your own disorganization you'll buy. 5 tools. That's the stack. Now here's where it clicks, how they work together in a real day. Morning, a lead comes in, and Gumloop has already researched them and drafted a welcome email. I open Claude, turn that draft into a proper proposal, and send it. A prospect asks a sharp question about their industry. I check Perplexity, get a sourced answer in 2 minutes, and reply with confidence. Midday. I've got a quick task, a few subject lines, and an outline. That's ChatGPT, 30 seconds done. After my afternoon call, the notes go into Notion AI, which summarizes them and hands me my action items for tomorrow. 5 tools, 1 smooth flow. No tool is doing everything. Each is doing the one thing it's best at, and the handoffs between them are where the hours disappear. Here's the one advanced move that makes all of this work, and it's the opposite of what most people do. Don't buy all 5 on day 1. Start free. Claude's free tier, ChatGPT free, Perplexity free, and live in them for a week. Then do this. Write down where your time actually goes, find the single highest time cost task you repeat every week, and automate that one first. For most solopreneurs, that's client communication or admin. The invoicing, the onboarding, the back and forth. Point Gumloop at that one task, let it pay for itself in saved hours, and only then add the next paid piece. Start mostly free, expand only as the tools earn it. That's how a stack stays lean instead of becoming the clutter you were trying to escape. So copy this stack. Claude to draft and think, ChatGPT to move fast, Perplexity to research with sources, Gumloop to automate the repetitive work, Notion AI to hold it all together. 5 tools, a clear role each, and 20 hours a week back in your pocket. If you want the practical AI workflows that actually move the needle, subscribe. New videos every Monday and Thursday. And tell me in the comments, what's your #1 time sink right now? The task you'd automate first if you could. Drop it below, and I'll point you to the exact tool in this stack that kills it. See you in the next one.